I have with me today here in the biomechanics lab one of my favorite all-time students. This is Gene Kuzman, and Gene's going to spend some time here showing you a little bit about balance and for a young man and what kind of flexibility he has. Gene, you're 84, right?
That's correct.
Next week you'll be 84.
Next
so
week,
we're counting it as 84 here. Gene's been through my golf schools probably over the last 10-15 years, 4 or 5 times, so we're old friends, and Gene understands the balance content well. Gene, first thing we're going to do is have you, well, we've measured Gene's angle, but let's if you just face that way and rotate your palms forward if you would. You'll see that Gene has a very shallow angle. This angle is actually 160 when we look at it on the digital protractor. So, Gene, we're going to have you, if you would, set up at your number here is 24.
Yes.
We've checked Gene, if you just face that wall and go to 0 there. We've checked Gene. His hands work together best when he is at 24 inches. So if you just take the weight across your chest there, Gene.
Okay.
One of the things I want, one of the reasons we have Gene here is I want you to understand that flexibility, just a little bit of spine tilt there, Gene, forward. You feel like you can support that weight for a long time here?
Sure.
Okay. You can see how straight his spine is here, and his thigh angle is at 160. So much so that Gene looks like he's almost straight up and down. Now, Gene, you're going to drop your right shoulder a little bit, eyes straight ahead. Hold the flex in your right knee, and if you'd rotate, and just show how much. See the amount of rotation Gene has here. He's at 90 degrees of rotation. Now, Gene, if you change your posture just a little more forward tilt to a bad angle, you feel the stress on your back bend?
Oh, yeah.
You feel the change, right?
Yes.
Okay, and now rotate. And he gets stuck. You've
He
got
has 50%.
Yeah, you got about, I was going to say you have about 45 degrees.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to hold this for a second and have you turn and face the camera. All right, so we can show that too. You didn't know you were going to start a movie here today, did you?
No, that's what I brushed my teeth.
I'm glad you did. Go to 0.
For your benefit.
For my benefit. I appreciate that.
24?
24 it is, yep.
All right.
Okay. We're going to do the same thing again. And now when Gene reaches 24, if we check, go ahead and get your setup with that.
Okay.
And we have a thigh angle now too that's starting to approximate. If it does really, it is exactly 160. And if you just face straight ahead, we're going to hold that right knee flex, right shoulder down, and rotate back. And you can see again how much rotation Gene has and flexibility. And Gene, if you just bend forward again, and you can see how I get stuck at about 50%. So this angle is absolutely perfect. 24 if you would, please. There you go. And there. Now drop your right shoulder. That's it. Okay, now let's see how much rotation you've got there. Yeah, there's your 90 degrees. That's awesome. Okay, you can go back now. In a little bit, I'm going to show you your routine with this. Now go to 20 if you would. Can you look down? There you go. Now let's see what that's close. That's you have. When I saw you hitting balls, you were narrower than this.
I know that. I know that.
Let's see how that affects your rotation.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. So you have to be. Well, you've left your. You have two angles.
Yeah.
Or 2 lines of balance.
Mm-hmm.
One is your stance width is horizontal. The other is your posture.
Right.
You're out of your ideal, and this angle shows up. This body angle shows up. Let's try that again at 24.
It cures everything.
Yeah, it does. So you're going to be in much better shape. You can play everything from right here. You'll be able to play driver.
I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah, you'll be able to play driver. You'll be able to play absolutely everything from that position. There you go. Drop your right shoulder. And up very slowly. That's it. Now turn with your hips through. All the way up. All the way up. That's it. You're going to have much more power from that position, Gene.
Gotcha.
Rotate my shoulders back.
Gotcha.
And my hips through.
Yeah.
All the way to finish. So
gotcha.
Notice the angle. See, when I start, my angle is much more severe than yours, but I return to that angle through impact.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finish all the way.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Here
That's
it
where you
is.
want to go.
to there.
That's it. Good job. Grip size now, Gene, and see how that's affecting you. You know, everybody believes, Gene, that as we age, we lose flexibility. Do you believe that now?
No, I'm amazed.
Well, it has to do with these angles.
Yes, I understand that. I
Yeah,
can
and-
see. Yeah.
And, you know, when we're younger, you get away with it a little bit, but as we age,
You can make corrections when you're younger.
yeah, but as we age, you don't have those corrections. So go ahead and grip that putter, and look how square your hips are when you look down. You feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm going to hand you this putter. And let's see how that affects your body. What do you feel?
The squat.
Yeah, it makes you squat, but you feel your hips rotate to the left?
Yeah, right, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So let's take a look now at your 8-iron has been fit to your hands.
And it feels good. But as you see, I've been practicing way less than 24.
I know, that's why I saw you on the range a
Yeah,
minute
this
ago. I
is
saw
good.
that you were, but your hips are absolutely square here. Let me get a club that has a standard grip. Did you have standard grips?
No, they were just jumbo. They were jumbo.
They were jumbo. Okay, let's see if I have a jumbo here. Yeah, here's a jumbo. Let's see what jumbo would do. You feel a little,
Yeah,
yours-
there, I felt it already.
Yeah, you're rotating still. Now
yeah.
let's see what a standard grip size would do. And all we're doing is changing. Feel the rotation? Line up.
Over third base almost.
Yeah, the third base is right.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have you do one thing. I'm going to ask you to just step on this side of the yardstick and face the other way so we can see your hips move as we change the grip size here. So yeah, just face me over here.
Oh, this way.
Yep.
Okay.
And go to 0 right there and 24.
And
Okay.
24.
Yeah, let's go back to your club now.
Okay.
So as long as you have this grip size,
Yeah.
that's what your hips are going to look like.
Well, I'm attempting to feel parallel here, here.
Yeah, you are. You're very, yeah, you're absolutely parallel in both places. Now let's see what, this is a standard grip,
Okay.
the straight. Which you just, all we're going to do is change the club.
You feel it right away.
Yeah, your hips just rotated open.
Yes.
So that means in the backswing you're going to get stuck. As you try and swing back, you're going to have to stand up on the, that's about as far as you're going to go right there.
I noticed the difference.
Yeah.
So we get our square and in balance and turn. Oops.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're good.
Thank you.
Go ahead and turn. See the rotation you have now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus, try that one now with this. Show me how far you can go. What you'll feel at the top with this grip is you'll feel you're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be stuck.
Fantastic. That's a
And
great-
that's what you were playing. You knew you needed bigger grips. But
Yes.
see how much bigger that is than that jumbo?
Yeah.
It's quite a bit. So let's see what the jumbo does.
This is what I was playing.
Yeah, that's as big
But
as
I
you can
couldn't get-
find off the
I could-
shelf. And you're
I
stuck.
had a considerable effort to get there.
Yeah,
And almost impossible.
exactly. Well,
Yeah.
then you fold early.
Yeah.
You get, and you're setting,
And I'm moving.
and you're moving off the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Exactly. Now you're going to be able to be much more stationary over the ball. There you go. You feel the freedom?
Yeah. And they can turn right around the pivot.
There you go. That's great stuff, Gene. Let's just take a look at your putt. Then I'm going to show you, we're going to take a look at what pivot does. Let's go, yeah, 24. Yep.
Okay. 24. And.
Now notice how square your hips are?
Yep. I got it.
Okay.
And.
If I simply switch up, this is a little bigger than the average, you feel the path?
Yep.
Okay, and this one, where'd your hips go? They went left and the path is going
Yeah.
out.
cutting.
Yeah, you're going to cut across.
Be cutting, yeah,
Yeah.
with that stroke, as opposed to square to square.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right down the line. Now, what I want you to do, while we have the putter here, I want you to go to 20. We're going to do a couple of things. This is one of Gene's balanced stance widths at 20. What do you feel differently, though?
I'm going in.
Yeah, your hands are not working together
No,
here. They don't
no.
hang the same.
No, and I'm
Let's
needing to make corrections.
Let's have you have your hands just hang here and see what good. No, just forward.
Oh, here.
Just bend over. I'm going to take this off so it doesn't bind you up there.
Okay,
Okay, just let them hang and see where. See how your right hand extends out beyond your left?
Right.
So when you try and make a stroke from there, it's going to move to that left hand position, which is back in.
So, well,
That's going to be a pull.
that's going to be a pull already. Now, if we get out here, that squares it out.
Everything's good. Now I'm going to give you your ball position here in a minute. You'll notice, just make a big stroke. See how long it stays down the line. All the way down. And extend those index fingers, you'll have a lot more freedom.
All right, they're moving together.
Yeah, your hands are going to be
Yeah.
moving together now.